everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the video that has probably been the most requested one, and that is how I take notes. So this is the note-taking system that I'll be showing you today. It is the system that I use for biology and chemistry, which is most of the notes that you see on my Instagram. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you can learn something from it, so let's just get started. When I take notes, the first thing I do is write the date, and if I'm taking notes from a textbook, then I would write the textbook chapter right here. And here I just write the heading for the topic that I'm taking notes on, and I'm also using a colored marker. And this can be used to color code your notes so that the notes on the same chapter or topic have the same color. This is the black brush pen I currently use for my headings. It is from Faber-Castell, and all of the other stationery that I'll be using in this video I already talked about in my last video, so be sure to check that one out if you're interested. Then I will write a small introduction, often just a sentence, on the topic that I will be taking notes on. Now it's time to start on the actual paragraphs, and I like using the same colored pen as I did on the heading to write these subheadings for each of the paragraphs. If the current subheading has a specific definition, then I will start the paragraph by writing that. Now for the paragraph itself, what I like to do is to read through the entire subheading topic before I take notes from it, just so I know what is like the essence of the topic and so I don't write down unnecessary things. I write my paragraphs using bullet points, which makes everything more organized and easier to both write and review later. And if there are any extra information regarding a bullet point or maybe an example, then I will write an extra bullet point under. Using different symbols such as arrows to signify relation can speed up your note-taking. The same applies to using abbreviations, so I use both of these techniques to speed up my note-taking and making the notes easier to review. I also like using downward arrows for causes and effects, especially if there are many causes or effects to consider. After writing a paragraph, I go over it using my marker. I will highlight definitions, underline important parts, and if there are any formulas, then I will make a box around them so they're easier to find when looking through my notes at a later point of time. Then, as you can see, I like using diagrams to illustrate what I am working on, and I like making them kind of detailed just because I learn a lot from drawing them and it helps me remember them later. Using diagrams can also be helpful in the way that you might not need to write as much, but this is all up to what you prefer. I always label my diagrams, and if I have some extra time, then I will sometimes color them in as well. And this can really help if you are a visual learner. At least for me, it helps me remember the diagrams more, and it just makes them seem clearer to me. Finally, I like using post-it notes. Since I'll hopefully study in the medical field later, I like writing down aspects of the topic that can be medically relevant or anything else that I want to research further. And sometimes I just write remembers to myself on them, such as relevant textbook problems, any questions I might have, and so on. So that is it for how I take my notes. I hope that you found some of these tips helpful. Remember that the most important thing is to find your own system that helps you learn the best, both from the note-taking itself and from reviewing your notes later. Not that your notes should look as pretty as possible. However, keeping your notes neat can make them easier and more appealing to both read and review, and having an effective note-taking system can help you with that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week with another video.